Today our topic is how to apply Stoicism in daily life. Stoicism is an ancient philosophy that teaches us how to live a good life by focusing on what we can control and letting go of what we cannot. It is not just about thinking or talking, but about doing and living. Stoicism is practical, and it can help us deal with challenges, stress, and uncertainty in our daily lives. Let's explore how we can use Stoic principles to improve our lives step by step. First, understand what Stoicism is. Stoicism was founded in ancient Greece by a man named Zeno, but it became more well known through philosophers like Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius. These thinkers taught that the key to happiness is not in external things like money, fame, or power, but in our own mind and how we respond to life. They believed that we cannot control everything that happens to us, but we can control how we react. This idea is very powerful because it puts the responsibility for our happiness in our own hands. The first step to applying Stoicism in daily life is to focus on what you can control. This is the core idea of Stoicism. Imagine you are in a traffic jam. You cannot control the traffic, but you can control how you react to it. You can get angry and frustrated, or you can accept the situation and use the time to listen to music or think about something positive. The same principle applies to other areas of life. For example, you cannot control how other people treat you, but you can control how you respond. If someone is rude to you, you can choose to stay calm and not let their behavior affect your mood. Another important Stoic principle is to practice acceptance. Life is full of surprises, and not all of them are pleasant. Sometimes things go wrong, and we face difficulties. Stoicism teaches us to accept these challenges as part of life. Instead of complaining or resisting, we should try to see them as opportunities to grow stronger. For example, if you lose your job, it is natural to feel upset, but instead of dwelling on the negative, you can focus on finding a new opportunity. Acceptance does not mean giving up. It means facing reality with courage and a positive attitude. Stoicism also teaches us to distinguish between what is good, bad, and indifferent. According to Stoic philosophy, the only true good is virtue, which means living with wisdom, courage, justice, and self-discipline. Everything else, like money, health, or reputation, is indifferent because it is not fully under our control. This does not mean that these things are not important, but they should not be the main focus of our lives. For example, it is nice to have money, but if you lose it, it should not destroy your happiness. True happiness comes from living a virtuous life, not from external things. Another way to apply Stoicism is to practice gratitude. Gratitude means being thankful for what you have instead of always wanting more. The Stoics believe that we often take things for granted and forget how lucky we are. By practicing gratitude, we can shift our focus from what we lack to what we have. For example, instead of complaining about your small apartment, you can be grateful that you have a roof over your head. Instead of being upset about your old car, you can be thankful that it still works. Gratitude helps us appreciate the present moment and find joy in simple things. Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of self-discipline. Self-discipline means doing what is right even when it is difficult. It means resisting temptations and staying focused on your goals. For example, if you want to improve your health, you need to exercise regularly and eat healthy food, even when you feel lazy. If you want to succeed in your career, you need to work hard and stay committed, even when you face obstacles. Self-discipline is not easy, but it is essential for achieving long-term happiness and success. Another Stoic practice is to prepare for adversity. The Stoics believe that we should not wait for bad things to happen, but should prepare for them in advance. This does not mean worrying or being negative, but being mentally ready for challenges. For example, you can imagine losing your job, getting sick, or facing a difficult situation. By thinking about these possibilities, you can develop a plan and strengthen your mind. This way, if something bad happens, you will be better prepared to handle it. This practice is called premeditation malorum, which means the premeditation of evils. Stoicism also teaches us to live in the present moment. Many of us spend too much time thinking about the past or worrying about the future. The Stoics believe that the only time we truly have is the present. The past is gone and the future is uncertain, so we should focus on what we can do right now. For example, instead of regretting a mistake you made yesterday, you can learn from it and move on. Instead of worrying about a meeting tomorrow, you can prepare for it and focus on today. Living in the present helps us stay calm and focused. Another important Stoic principle is to practice mindfulness. Mindfulness means paying attention to your thoughts, feelings, and actions without judgment. It helps you become more aware of your mind and how it works. For example, if you feel angry instead of acting on it, you can pause and observe your emotions. Ask yourself why you feel this way and whether it is worth getting upset. Mindfulness helps you respond to situations with clarity and wisdom instead of reacting impulsively. Stoicism also encourages us to help others and contribute to society. The Stoics believe that we are all connected and that helping others is part of living a virtuous life. For example, you can volunteer your time, donate to charity, or simply be kind to the people around you. Helping others not only makes the world a better place, but also gives you a sense of purpose and fulfillment. Finally, Stoicism teaches us to reflect on our lives regularly. Reflection means thinking about your actions, decisions, and experiences to learn from them. For example, at the end of each day, you can ask yourself what you did well, what you could have done better, and what you learned. Reflection helps you grow and improve over time. It also helps you stay aligned with your values and goals. In conclusion, Stoicism is a practical philosophy that can help us live better lives. By focusing on what we can control, practicing acceptance, distinguishing between good and indifferent, practicing gratitude, developing self-discipline, preparing for adversity, living in the present, practicing mindfulness, helping others, and reflecting on our lives, we can become stronger, wiser. Stoicism is not about being perfect, but about making progress every day. It is about taking responsibility for our own happiness and living with purpose and integrity. So, start applying these principles in your daily life, and you will see how they can transform your mindset and improve your well-being. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Take that step today.